I ain't hearing nothing you saying. Welcome to Embracing Healing, releasing trauma for a spiritual renewal. Let's go. Hey, welcome to the last segment of Embracing Healing. And the topic today is one of the best topics I feel as though that will help humanity heal. And it's self-compassion. A lot of the times we go through life and we are so fixated on other people and how, we're doing the right things for them. And it's like they don't see it. And we can project on the lessons that they need to learn. However, we forget who we are. We forget ourselves. We let go of ourselves. We focus on them so much to where we just give them all of our energy and our power, and they drain us completely. And we're in a situation where it could make us or break us. However, most of the time we let it break us, and then we become a person of negativity and look at the glass half empty. And we tell ourselves that we can't trust anyone and that people are not to be trusted. And this is not the case, because it's somewhere, somehow out there, someone thinks just like you do. And what you have to do is come into grips with your own healing, embrace your own healing, love yourself, fall in love with yourself in order to attract the people that you're looking to have in your life, and not make yourself wrong anymore for the decisions you have made for yourself while working with others. Those people didn't have your best interest, and you will always attract these type of people until you heal the things that you need to heal. Because if anybody can touch a button and make you act a certain type of way, those are the things that you need to work on to elevate, to advance, and not stay stuck and stagnant in what was. And you will then attract in your life what is and what can be. Everything every day is always neutral. Every day and everything is a new start. Every day is a refresh button. It's a reset button. Those things you did yesterday, they're gone. Once you go to sleep, that momentum has subsided. Now you wake up again. That's why we say stay consistent. Because you stay consistent, you're going to always build that energy back up within yourself. You're going to always bring that energy back into the forefront that you had yesterday, the day before. And it's only going to get bigger and bigger and bigger the more you get in alignment and configuration with yourself. Compassion. So today's title is Transforming Limiting Beliefs and Cultivating Compassion. First, I would say we should explore the connection between forgiveness and the release of limiting beliefs and self-imposed barriers. Limiting beliefs are beliefs that you believe in that you should let go of. We can think in any kind of way, and that's what we cannot do. Free will helps us to be more transparent, because we always can remove, rinse, repeat, restructure, rebuild, and we also can watch the tower fall. You are a God because you have God's essence in you. If you don't believe me, look up Psalms. If you don't believe me, look at your Quran. Generator, operator, destroyer. It's what you are. You generate anything in your life. You can operate anything in your life. And if things are not going right in your life, you also could destroy. Now, does that mean physically? No, everything is metaphysical. We're living in a multiverse. You can always change your paradigm. You always can change your way of thinking. You always can change the way you see things, and your beliefs can always advance the more you love yourself. Because what's going to happen is those things that we have buried deep under that rug within ourselves, they start to come to surface. And just like double dutch, you either get in or you get out. You have to face these things, because if you get out, you're letting the fear conquer, and fear is false evidence appearing real. Everything is a fantasy until we make that our reality. That's why we dream. But if we don't take action on those dreams for the people we have in our lives, for the calling we have over our life, then it's just going to be what it is, a dream. You're destined for greatness. We're here on Earth School so that we can learn and apply the lessons that are being taught. The lessons aren't going to come when everything is vibrant and beautiful. Anybody can have an easy life then. It comes with chaos and turmoil because on this planet, which is ruled by Saturn, there's a lot of toxicity. And the agenda on us today is to get rid of the love, remove the love, because we always been this way. However, it's just showcasing itself more. What we need to understand is that love brings a certain type of energy and ideas that we are afraid to speak up and say. Trauma, toxicity, manipulators, and narcissists, they're only called these things because they are afraid to speak up and say what's really on their mind. They like to use mixed communications and mixed cues to make you feel some type of way, to defeat you, to defeat your character and your internal belief system. These people only need healing. We don't need to run from them. We need to love on them. However, we don't have to love on them in the same home. We can love on them from a distance and keep them at arm's reach. Because the last thing we need to do is give up on each other. Because the more we give up on people, what if that person goes into another relationship? What if that person has a kid and that kid has a kid and now they're dating your kid? We all have to heal each other. We can't run from each other. We have to face each other. We have to help each other. This is our time. Together, we're better. Apart, we're destroyed. We have to learn how forgiveness can shift perspective. It can dissolve victimhood and empower you to take ownership of your life and your choices. Decisions dictate everything. Decisions are everything. You can decide to stay in the bed. You can decide to get up. You can decide to get up early. You can decide to stay up late. Everything is hard. You have to choose your heart. And you have to face it. This is a chaotic planet. And peace is only peace when we face our lessons, when we face our demons and we conquer. As essential components of the forgiveness process, fostering empathy, understanding, and connection. Empathy helps us put ourselves in other people's shoes. And we can start to realize what's going on. Now, that doesn't mean that we gotta be like, oh man, I knew I was right. And I know I'm right. So we yell and we get angry. And it's because we love them so much. And that's what we shouldn't do. We're spiritual more nonetheless. And we can't dictate and base our lives off TV. We must put ourselves in a mindset of God. And how God would handle the situation would be different from how our 3D selves or our own egotistical selves would handle it. Doesn't mean all the time that we must push them away. They're just helping us unlock what's buried underneath the surface. And once we face those things and stop focusing on them, even if we're going to keep them in our lives, we must focus on ourselves, love ourselves, tell ourselves we love ourselves in the mirror. We must hug ourselves. We must work out in some kind of way, shape, form, or fashion. You don't have to go to a gym. We must develop a communication and connection with ourselves. It ain't just your mind. You got to talk to yourself too. Elevate yourself in all kind of ways. Affirmations is one of the key things. Ask formations is another key thing. Saying what it is, because if we can see it, we can believe it. And if we can believe it, we can achieve it. And therefore, we can have it in our own reality. I want to leave you with an understanding of self, knowing thyself, building thyself. And if you just find yourself can't deal with people, just stay to yourself until you heal yourself, then interact with people. You will have a paradigm shift and you will see the world in a whole new light.